The Secret of Elegant Living, the podcast dedicated to explore the nonsense of high-end service and property. Today, we are delving into the world of luxury lifestyle management, a sector where discretion, personalization, and impeccable um, standards are paramount. Joining us is Sonia Felfley, the visionary behind Savior uh, Lifestyle. Sonia and her team specialize in providing personalized, high quality um, services to high net worth individuals, ensuring their lives and often their property portfolios are managed and expertise with care. Sonia, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Very much. Thank you very much for having me today.
You're more than welcome, Sonia. We had a great pre call, and I'm really excited to dive into the topic today. For our listeners, let's start by setting the stage. From your perspective, um, what are the common or significant trends or shifts you are currently observing into the luxury market, particularly they relate to property and expectations of high net worth individuals?
So, I would say that the biggest misconceptions nowadays is that people are assuming selling or renting expensive properties make them understand the influential clientele, but it's not like that. It doesn't mean that you sell or you rent very high-end properties that you can or you know what the other person wants. Nowadays, many things have changed and people are becoming more and more cautious. They don't see their own, let's say, holiday experience, just a lifestyle experience. It's more into a return into of investment, you know. So I would say that the biggest challenge nowadays is that, thinking that you can sell an expensive thing to
Expensive thing, yeah.
anyone, and this means that you understand what the people want, and it's completely wrong. There are other things behind that you need to take into consideration to make sure that it's not taken just as a transaction. Sorry.
That's really insightful overview. You shared during our pre-call that your core philosophy is built on providing human-led experience, emphasizing discretion and quality over quantity, and treating your client with respect rather than as a member. Can you please expand on why this approach is critical in the luxury market?
Sure. So I would say that at the high net worth level, the most important, it's not the volume. They are looking, these individuals are very special. They're specific of their needs. So they are looking for something certain. And what brings certainty is trust. After the trust, you can have loyalty. What it means? It means that they are not interested by the price point. They are interested more. It doesn't, let's say, they are not impressed by numbers, I would say. They are more impressed by relationship, by safety, by discretion, by speed, by judgment. That's why all these people, they go to specific family offices, private bankers, asset management companies to because they trust them first, and second because they believe that they will advise them the best. Why? Because they trust these people. So they don't care about numbers, about price point. The most important is that to make sure that the opportunity that is presented to them feels more intentional than transactional. And this is what we are trying to do, because we are tired of seeing different agencies or hearing the complaints of the clients that we are having, that they are treated like a simple number, like a booking number. And this thing, we don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
put on a lot of work. We lead by human judgment and certainty. We want them to be relaxed, to trust us. We don't want a one night stand
Yeah.
relationship. We want a long term relationship. That's why we have been putting a lot of effort into the relationship with the clients at first. We won't present them opportunities just for the sake of it. I mean, to make the most of the money. No, what we want is to make sure that the vision, the idea that they have in their mind, they will see it with us. They can trust us. They can become loyal to us. That's why we can say that we have many repeaters coming across the years. We have many referrals. And all this is because we are using the human being factor. We are being emotionally intelligent concerning these people. We are not just saying, okay, we have coming in a request, and what we want to present them just 3-4 houses. What is their budget? The budget is this and that. Okay, it aligns with the budget and that's it. No, we want to understand these people. We want to know more about them. Sometimes people, they organize a trip, and for them it's very important. It has maybe another meaning, you know? They are not just going somewhere to spend a simple holiday. They are going because maybe they're going through something difficult in their lives, and it's a good time for them to relax. They want to have a nice family gathering. They want to meet with friends that they haven't seen since a long time, and they see that they are getting this value out of their stay.
Thank you, Sonia, for sharing this one. Just to confirm, this podcast is going to be recorded, and maybe just to know more about. It takes up to 30 minutes. Are you okay with this? Yeah,
Sure, sure, definitely.
fantastic. Um, it is clear that your commitment to integrity and personalized service is paramount. You also highlighted that post-COVID, high net worth clients now view properties as investments rather than just places to stay, seeking properties that generate ROI and offer privacy and security. How does Savior Lifestyle adopted
Magazine.
services um, to to meet these evolving expectations, both in terms of property acquisition and ongoing management for these clients?
Okay. Okay, so before COVID, people were traveling very simply, meaning they had an idea in their mind. They were thinking of a specific destination. They were finding someone who could match this idea and make it, reality for them. So they were contacting this office, these people, you name it, and they were just going for a holiday. But after COVID, people became more cautious, they became more educated. So now the concept of holiday changed. What it changed? If before you just saw this as a normal lifestyle trip, now they see it more as an investment. And when you have an investment, you need a return on investment, right? So
Investment.
you won't just go for the sake of going somewhere. You will have to think, for instance, what it will bring me. In terms of
What?
everything, will I have a good experience? Will I live something unique? Because I don't know if I will be able again, let's say, again, to travel because what happened in the past years. So I would say that now it's a multi-dimensional asset going somewhere. And since we have understood this, we just incorporated in our way of dealing with these people. Meaning, if before we were not taking into consideration, oh, maybe this is like a real investment for this person. So now we will taking it more and more into consideration. How does it translate? Very easy. Instead of sending them many opportunities or many options, we are being very selective. We are
Okay.
incorporating the financial, uh, let's say, criteria into our experiences and making sure that they will get the most of it.
They get the most of it, and having a good experience. Obviously, it is what they want. That is that is incredibly valuable for understanding the modern luxury client. Now let's address the challenges in luxury markets. Yeah,
Yes.
you mentioned in our pre-call that dealing
Mhm.
with clients remotely and maintaining standards um, amidst increased competition. What are the some of the biggest misconceptions property professionals like developers, agents, or managers have when trying to cater to high net worth clients?
It's what I was referring before, is that the biggest misconception is assuming that selling expensive homes makes you understand the affluent and the very important client, but it does not. It doesn't mean that nowadays many offices, many brokers, many companies are appearing concierge services, lifestyle services, you name it. You can feel a plethora of names for these people. And they think because they are showcasing expensive, I would say, properties, they can understand the affluent client. But the affluent client doesn't care and is not impressed by the price point. The affluent client is searching for something else, is searching for something certain, is searching for trust. And I believe that people need a bit to switch their belief
And
into thinking that because you sell expensive properties, you understand by default these people. But no, these people are more complicated than it seems, because you have many factors. As we said before, they care more now about their ROI. And this means that you need to incorporate the emotional criteria with the financial. These two shall be combined. So,
emotional and financial.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So
great.
you cannot actually, think that because you are selling properties very, very, very expensive, you understand these people. These people actually are buying trust. They're buying something important. They're buying confidence. How see it in our daily life? It's something basic. I believe that many people go into complicated things instead of going back to basics, as I would say. When you are confident of a person, you are sure, 100%. Will you trust
And
her opinion? Of course.
of course I do. Yeah.
So they are more into searching and buying confidence. Because when I am confident, I am sure that no matter what will happen,
I trust you
anywhere in the world, I can trust. I am
I can,
100% sure that I can trust this person, that this person will do anything to make sure that I get what I need to get. All right? So this is the biggest misconception for me. I mean, I see so many companies, I'm repeating myself, but they say, okay, we have this property, we have that property and this and that, but very easy. The clients are being bored because they understand that they are seen, which we will come back to your first question, as a transaction.
as a transaction. So
Yes.
my question here is, how does Savior Weaver lifestyle bridge the gap or help its client navigate, the property landscape?
Okay,
So
so
what is
what
it
we do, yes, what we do is very simple, very, very
uh,
simple. Because we treat people as people,
as
and
people?
not
Yeah,
as status, not as bank accounts, not as VIP persona. That's something famous, so it needs a special treatment because of this and this and that. We put a lot of work and heart into the equation. It's like cooking. Anyone can cook, but a meal made with love is different
it's
than a
different.
meal just for the sake of it, of just for
That's
cooking,
right.
you know?
That's a good example. That's a good
Yes.
example.
A chef, a good chef, you can have two chefs. Okay. You have a chef that will follow the recipe by heart, will make you a very nice dish, right?
Dish. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have a chef who understands really what the client wants and will create an experience around all his needs. So, what
It's
do
like
you think?
putting your
Which chef
putting
will
your
have the best food? The first or the second? I would say the second.
the second one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because they are careful, they are caring about the person, they are taking into consideration the needs of the person, they are listening to what the person wants. Nowadays, no one listens. They
No
only want bookings and money. Of course,
money.
we don't do charity, for God's sake, but we have to understand that if you want someone to come back and to use your services along the years, you need to build trust. And if you don't build trust, cannot become loyal. You know, it's actually very, very, very simple. So that's what we do. We treat them as human beings. We put ourselves in their shoes. We make sure to really understand and listen to them carefully to cater their needs.
So it's basically you put your heart and soul,
Yes,
for them, yeah,
yes,
to
yes,
make sure that they are, you know, the trust they made, you won't let them down. Yeah?
exactly. It's not that, I would say also, it's not only a question of letting down. Um, I would say that it's more than that. You know, that this feeling that no matter what will happen, it's like when you have faith in God, right? You
Yeah,
know that no matter what will happen in your life,
I'm safe. Yeah,
you have faith. You would
I,
say,
I
I
have
will get
faith.
through it. I'm trying. I will do my best. God is with me. God will help me, etc., etc. So this feeling of certainty, we are trying to spread it among our clients, and that's why most of them have become our friends, families, and it's a very nice relationship that we are having with them, actually.
That's all you need with them. Yeah, it sounds like confidence and a clear understanding of client needs are vital. Uh, you also touched on the role of technology.
Mhm.
Nothing that, while it facilitates interactions, it can create confusion about human versus automated system. How does Savior Weaver lifestyle use technology to enhance client service without losing the essential human touch?
Okay, I would say that many people are fearful of the new technologies, AI, etc., and whatever it involves, because it's the unknown for them. And whatever it's unknown to you, you have a sort of fear about that. Okay, so being a human-led company, we
Mhm.
understand what's going on around us. We are not
Around
closed in a country where we don't see anyone, we don't communicate with anyone. We understand what's going on, we understand the technologies. Of course, these technologies can help us on speeding up specific things, but it will never, ever replace the relationship. Technology
relation.
is good, is great. It helps you
Great
to do many things. It helps you to speed up things. It helps you to get the information very fast.
information.
It
Yeah.
helps you to do some sort of automative things that you need them
Yes.
to make sure that your ecosystem is working perfectly, right? For instance,
Behind the
you
scene, it's
yes,
just,
yes, it's
for
all on.
example, the
Yes,
admin
exactly. It's behind the scene. You said it perfectly. It's all behind the scene. But the front is the relationship. It will never
relationship.
replace it. So what we do is we see technology, AI, etc., booming. So we say to ourselves, what can it bring us? What can we do to make maybe our lives better?
Better.
You can understand that sometimes we work with different countries and
Yeah.
we have the time difference.
Time the
Sometimes we cannot respond to everyone the moment they send us the message. All right.
message.
So
Yeah.
sometimes
Because of time difference.
yes, sending a message, a nice message saying, you know what, hi, I am not available. Please contact me at this time or this or that can help a little bit the
A
person
little bit.
so
Yeah.
she doesn't feel like she's left apart, even though we haven't
Ignored.
used
Yeah.
it yet. We
Yeah.
didn't
Ignored.
use we don't use any kind of automation. Everything is like responded by humans at the
By
moment.
humans. Yeah.
However, we have our properties in different platforms, so we cannot allocate 20,000 hours every day into updating the rates, for instance, right? So we need to create some sort of automation that whenever we receive a rate of a specific property, we press a button and it's automatically uploaded, and it
Uploaded.
makes our life easier, and of course it makes us it saves us time. So we can allocate this time somewhere else in bettering our relationship. So yes, the technology is very good. It improves the service at some point. It improves operations, but it never replaces the relationship.
Yeah. It is. So basically, technology is for backend, and the
Yes,
you can use your time for your business growth, helping your clients. Know more your clients better. Um, Finally, Sonia, if you were
yes,
to offer one key piece of advice to a property professional
yes.
looking to attract, serve, or retain high net worth clients in today's market, what would that be?
Okay, I would say to someone who is starting or someone who is already in the business but is a bit lost in the journey, I would say that you need to stop chasing visibility and start building your credibility, which is more
Credibility.
important, more powerful than being visible. It's like when you
Mm,
have a social media account and you have
yeah,
millions and millions of followers. Right?
followers. Yeah,
The most important is the impact that you will have on specific people. It's not how
Okay.
many times people will see you. Sometimes they don't care. They are not in the mood. It's not the right time. They don't want to interact with you, etc. So you need to build this credibility. How do you build credibility? People need to trust you. If they trust you, they will be loyal to you. If they don't trust you, they will go somewhere else, right? And these people, they don't use the normal channels. They go through specific channels, as I related to it before, to like family offices. So, family offices, wealth management companies, etc., private banking, etc. So, you need to start building trust with these people, with your partners. Because the first thing is uh, you have the client who reads to these people, this closed circle. You need to contact this circle to make sure that this circle trusts you. So
Trust
you
you.
are enough credible to make
Yeah.
sure the
Mhm.
relationship will go on, right?
That's the most important
Yes.
thing, the
Yes, you
credibility.
stop chasing fame, I would say, just because you sell expensive properties, and start being credible. Start sticking to what you say. If you say that I provide 24 hours support, go into 24-hour support and do it, because this is what the yes. If you would say that I will be there and no matter what will happen, you will see me, you need to be there all along the stay. You cannot just say things for the sake of it, you know? People are really careful nowadays. And as I say to my kids, whatever we say, we need to do.
We
If
need
you,
to
even
do.
if you are not in a mood, if
Yeah.
you said that you want to go somewhere to do something, you have to do it. If you said that you will
Yeah.
help me, even though you don't, you know, you are not in a mood, you have something, uh, you
Still,
need to do
still
it.
you have to
I'm sorry,
you
but you have to.
you have to obey
This
your
is how
promise.
people will trust you. I had actually a conversation about that like few days ago with my daughter, that I was telling her, you know what? You told me that you're gonna clean your room. I have come to you so many times and I see that the same. And you told me, Mom, I'm gonna make an effort and I will clean it and it will never be like this. And it's my target to keep my room tidy. But what I see today is that you didn't clean it. So tomorrow, if you have to apply for a job or to sign a contract or whatever, go into a negotiation, and people will see that you just say instead of really proving that what you say
Proving.
is done,
Yeah.
no one will trust you. So they will say, oh my gosh, she's lying. I don't want to do business with her.
Yeah. Yeah. That
You know,
that
so
is
she put, you know what she
credibility.
did? She put a program every day to clean her room to make sure, you know. Yeah, but
That's
it starts at this very early age, you know. This is how you build the future. I mean,
yeah. This
teaching
is
this
how you.
stuff
Yeah.
to the people. If you don't do what you say, then why you said it just for the sake of saying it? Everyone can speak.
Everyone can speak. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, no one listens. Everyone
That's
speaks.
the thing, you know. So we need to, we need to obey our promises, what we promised, what we said. Sonia, that has been an incredibly insightful conversation. You have given our listeners comprehensive understanding um, of the secret of elegant living and how to excel in luxury lifestyle management. Thank you for
Thank you
sharing
very much.
your
Appreciate the
expert.
opportunity.
Before we wrap up, Sonia, um, I want to ask something that often comes up with our audience.
Yes.
For many property professionals, the biggest challenge isn't just understanding high net worth clients, but consistently acquiring them and scaling their bespoke services without um, compromising quality or direction. If you
Mm-hmm.
had a magic wand and could solve one persistent bottleneck for severe Weavery lifestyle that's holding uh, back your growth or making it harder to consistently connect with new high net worth clients who truly appreciate your human-led discretion approach, what would that thing be?
Well, this is a hard one, I would say. A very interesting question. When you grow and when you deal a lot with influent people, more and more people want to come to you. And
Yeah,
the more that you grow, the more it becomes a challenge to keep your standards,
your
your
standards.
values, the relationship. So I would say is the biggest challenge is, despite the growth, to still be able to keep this nice relationship that we have with people. I don't know how we do it, but maybe it's our energy, it's our vibration, something, people feel confident around us because they know that we don't bullshit them.
Yeah,
We tell them the truth. We don't care who they are. We will always advise the best. We will always go the extra mile for them. We will always be kind with them. We will always be aware of the situation. And, the more you grow and you scale, the more it's becoming a bit difficult to keep
def-
this. So I would
and
say that I hope magically, if I have like a magic stick, I would say, to be able, even though we will grow at this, at a specific level, to still be able of keeping this nice relationship, human-led approach that we have with the people.
yeah, but my question was, how would you acquire these sort of high net worth people more and more?
How do we
That
acquire? How would we acquire? I would tell you something. Huh? Now I got it. Um, we never chased clients. Actually, we never. When we started, like a long time ago, we did. We were starting. Okay, I will tell you something that no one says. It's like a baby. We started. We didn't know what to do. We had some knowledge, but we didn't know what will work. So we tried different things. Some things worked, some other things did not work. So we tried to be more visible in the internet, doing ads, doing promotions, doing this, doing that. We had a social media account, but we realized that it doesn't work for us for what we want to do, because we realized that we had a lot of um, not good income in terms
from
of
the
quality of the clientele. We wanted to make sure that from the moment that we are providing something unique and something different from the other people and the other companies and the other offices, we want to make sure that on the other side, we want to be able, not make sure, we want to be able to choose as well. We want to be able to say no. So when we went through the traditional way of communicating that we are here, that we are this company and this and that, we just realized that it doesn't work for us. So we stopped it the traditional way. And then we started more caring into building a relationship. So we started building a relationship with owners. We started building a relationship with the collaborators, with partners. And throughout the years, this relationship worked for us. So now, whenever a client comes or whenever we have business with partners, they just refer to us, word of mouth. I can say that most of our business is built
all
on
word of
word
mouth. Yeah,
mouth,
it's,
mouth. Sorry.
mhm. So
Sorry, say again.
it's mostly word of mouth. Yeah,
Yes, and the
it's
referrals, because the people are happy.
uh,
The people see that, that Sonia and her team will not bullshit me. They won't let me down. She's serious. What she says, she does. It's these little things of life that makes them feel confident and certain about our offerings. They feel very relaxed with us. I had so many crazy people, crazy because the first communication was a bit challenging, but we went through many things. Then at the end of the stay, they told me, you know what, you are amazing. Oh, it's so nice. I feel like I speak to a friend. And it's very overwhelming, I would say, for us to have different people that don't know us. At the beginning they didn't know us, and they tell us about their emotions. Sometimes they tell us crazy stories, their secrets. We have been put in very, very sensitive situations when only if you trust the person you can open up that much.
You can open up. This is a very clear focus, Sonia. You have. Thank you again for such a valuable
My pleasure.
discussion. I know our listener will get a tremendous um, amount of experience from this episode. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
I just stopped the recording.